Good evening, you're now with me, Douglas Elliott, TVS Nightline. Tonight's top stories. Prime Minister Dato Sri Anwar Ibrahim dismissed claims of political vengeance in the BATU PUTEH RCI, stressing it aims to protect national sovereignty and not target individuals. Sarawak's prudent financial management has made it a prime investment hub, boosting green energy and advanced industries. And in global news, South Korea is set for a critical vote on Saturday that could determine the fate of President Yoon Suk-yeol over his failed martial law declaration. We begin with this. Prime Minister Dato Sri Anwar Ibrahim has downplayed allegations of political vengeance in the Royal Commission of Inquiry RCI probe into the mishandling of the Batu Puteh, Middle Rocks and South Ledge case by former Prime Minister Tun Dr. Mahathir Mohamad. Anwar emphasized that the inquiry is focused on safeguarding national sovereignty and not targeting individuals, urging critics to avoid framing the investigation as a vendetta.
Saya tetap puasa pasukan khas itu dibuat sebelum saya pun. Itu masa beri Perdana Menteri, menterinya Hamzah, menterinya Taqiyuddin. Dia ada buat dan finding itu lebih teruk lagi. Dia tak usah main.
Pembakar kata dendam tu.
Itu biasalah. Tapi dia buat dulu macam mana? Taqiyuddin buat, masa itu Hamzah buat apa dia? Ini soal wilayah. Mana boleh? Adakah negara yang mengizinkan mudah begitu serah? Tak boleh. Jadi prinsip itu. Saya tak cadang apa-apa. Itu serah pada Jabatan Peguam Negara. Baik.
Terima kasih.
Speaking after Friday prayers in Putrajaya, Anwar addressed the controversy following claims by opposition lawmakers of selective justice. On Thursday, Pasir Mas MP Ahmad Fadli Shari criticised the RCI investigation, alleging it unfairly targeted political opponents and lacked impartiality. Anwar reiterated that the inquiry is necessary to uphold Malaysia's territorial integrity.
Sarawak's strong and prudent financial management has solidified its position as a top investment destination, attracting interest from countries such as China, Japan and South Korea. This surge in investment is driving growth across key industrial sectors, including green and renewable energy, fossil fuel development and advanced technology. Deputy Premier of Sarawak, Dato' Amar Awang Tengah Ali Hassan, attributes this success to the visionary leadership of Premier of Sarawak, Dato' Patinggi Tan Sri Abang Johari Tun Openg.
Awang Tengah noted that Abang Johari's expertise in financial management and his long-term vision have significantly enhanced Sarawak's revenue potential.
Mereka berminat untuk melabur dalam bidang renewable energy, in the oil and gas sector, in digital economy, dalam glass factory, semua. Jadi lusa saya akan mengikuti rombongan YAB Premier ke Japan. Esok lusa pergi Japan. Saya tengok program padat sekali, very packed, dan kita juga nak berjumpa ramai pelabur-pelabur yang berminat. Dan inilah sebenarnya tugas dan tanggungjawab kita untuk kita nak memajukan Sarawak ini. Syukur Alhamdulillah ya, World Bank telah pun mengiktiraf Sarawak 2 tahun berturut-turut, last year, this year, Sarawak sebagai sebuah wilayah yang sudah mencapai pendapatan tinggi.
Awang Tengah shared these remarks after attending a pre-Christmas celebration organized by local leaders and the PBB Baklalan branch on Thursday.
The Sarawak Basic Needs Contribution SKAS initiative marks a significant step towards improving efficiency and transparency. However, it may pose challenges for senior citizens and those less technologically inclined. And to address this, Meradong Assemblyman Dato' Ding Kwong Hing has urged family members of the aid recipients to assist in facilitating the transactions to ensure that no one is left behind in benefiting from this initiative.
He suggested that children or family members should be allowed to manage digital transactions on behalf of those who face difficulties.
This is very good because almost everybody have a handphone now, and they can download the Sarawak Pay app so that they can use it in the clinic. But then again, there are some problem also. Orang tua mungkin they are less conversant with this handphone. But maybe I don't know how to overcome this. Maybe can pay to the children or somebody who can help them.
He emphasized that such an approach ensures that everyone can benefit from the cashless assistance initiative. Earlier, Premier Sarawak, Dato' Pendingin Tan Sri Abang Johari Tun Openg, highlighted that the SKAS aid will not be provided in cash, but distributed to eligible recipients through SPay Global accounts. He added that this initiative, under Sarawak's Budget 2025, aims to ensure that target groups can access basic needs more effectively.
By now, I've been working with Petronas for My father knew the importance of schooling. We went through a series of interview actually for a scholarship, and that's when I got offered by Petronas. This guy from Ulurobat, he also went to the same school, can find his way to the UK. It's a spark of inspiration.
In global update, South Korea's National Assembly is set for a critical impeachment vote on Saturday that could determine the fate of President Yoon Suk-yeol over his failed martial law declaration. The move comes a week after the first attempt to remove Yoon for the martial law debacle fell through, following a walkout from the ruling party lawmakers.
The impeachment motion requires 200 votes to pass, meaning opposition lawmakers must convince at least 8 members of the ruling People Power Party PPP to support the move. As of Friday afternoon, 7 ruling party lawmakers have reportedly pledged their support, leaving the outcome uncertain. Last week, a similar motion fell short of the required votes. If passed, President Yoon will be suspended while the Constitutional Court deliberates. Prime Minister Han Duck-soo will assume the role of interim president during this period. The court will have up to 180 days to decide Yoon's future. President Yoon is facing growing criticism as his approval rating plunged to 11%, with a percent poll revealing that 75% of South Koreans now support the impeachment.
Now, over in the United States, President-elect Donald Trump rang the opening bell at the New York Stock Exchange on Thursday, December 12th, the same day he is named Time Magazine's Person of the Year. Now, this honor marks a return to the spotlight for Trump, who previously built his fortune as a New York real estate investor mogul before entering politics. And during his first term as president, Trump frequently pointed to the stock market's performance as a measure of his administration's success.
I want to thank the American people for the extraordinary honor of being elected your 47th president and your 45th president.
The ringing of the bell, a symbolic start to the trading day at the world's largest stock exchange, is a rare honor. While typically reserved for company executives celebrating initial public offerings or major corporate milestones, the tradition has also included celebrities and politicians such as Ronald Reagan, Nelson Mandela, and Arnold Schwarzenegger. Time magazine previously named Trump Person of the Year in 2016 following his first presidential election win. In 2020, the title went to President Joe Biden and Vice President Kamala Harris after their victory over Trump. Last year, the honor was bestowed on pop star Taylor Swift. Politico first reported the news of Trump's selection and plans for the ceremony.
In the quaint village of Panikla in the Czech Mountains, artisans keep alive a century-old tradition of crafting intricate Christmas ornaments using blown glass beads. Barbara Kulhava, co-owner of Rotis, the last company in the world preserving this unique craft, describes the process as a treasured legacy handed down through generations.
We are the last company in the world which produces Christmas ornaments from blown glass beads. The production has a very long tradition. Here in Ponikla, the first glass blower came to this village in the 70th of the 19th century, and the tradition still continues in the families during the generations in Ponikla.
The traditional craft involves heating delicate glass tubes and blowing air to create bubbles, following by silvering, coloring, decorating, and assembling the beads into ornaments. Her husband and fellow co-owner, Marek Kulhavi, shares how the company's efforts to distribute materials for home-based work help earn the craft recognition on UNESCO's Intangible Cultural Heritage List in 2020.
V roce 2020 bylo peralské řemeslo zapsáno na seznam nehmotného kulturního dědictví světa UNESCO. Jeden z důvodů, proč tam bylo zapsáno, je ten, že do dneška u nás zaměstnanci pracují doma. Furt tady funguje takzvaný faktorský systém, což znamená, že my máme nějakou dílnu a odsaď distribuujeme materiál k domácím pracovníkům, který ho zpracovávají a pak nám dávají hotový vlastně produkt.
The glass bead blowing tradition in Ponikla dates back to the 1870s, with the first bead company established in 1902. Today, this village remains the last place in the world where the craft continues to be practiced and passed down through generation, preserving a unique part of Christmas heritage.
And those were the updates on TVS Nightline. I'm Douglas Elliott. Thank you for watching and have a good night.
Tetapi hendaklah kita mempelbagaikan asasnya, iaitu diversification of economic base tu. Sebab itu saya rasa bahawa ekonomi kita hendaklah menjurus kepada cara yang baru, termasuklah digitalisasi yang boleh meningkatkan paras value ekonomi kita dan lebih efisien dari sudut pengurusan fundamental kita. Dan kita tidak uruskan secara, we have to be prudent daripada kita menguruskan ekonomi kita. Sebab itu hasil kita akan meningkat. Saya melihat ini satu daripada asas untuk kita menaikkan pendapatan kita. Jadi saya laksanakanlah cukai jualan yang hanya diperuntukkan untuk negeri Sarawak dan Sabah. Ini adalah satu daripada rangka persetujuan ketika kita menubuhkan negara Malaysia dalam perlembagaan kita. Dan sebab itu saya nampak bahawa saya laksanakan yang pertama sekali ialah hasil minyak dan gas. Saya letakkan 5% cukai yang memberi pulangan ataupun pendapatan kira-kira lebih kurang di antara 2.5 bilion ke 3 bilion mengikut harga pasaran minyak dan gas.